Hi, sweet loves. All right, so today in math, we're going to be talking about adding doubles. Now, if you remember, we talked about doubles. So a double is when you have two of the same number. So like 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 3 or 4 plus 4 or 5 plus 5. So you get what I'm saying. So it's when you add the same number twice. So both numbers have to be the same. So today we're going to talk about adding doubles from 6 to 10. And we're going to start getting into numbers that go above 10. We've been starting with that, so we're going to work a little more with that today. All right. So I want you to take a look at this page in front of me. It wants us to use counters to model the story. Well, we don't exactly have counters, so I'm going to use a pen and I'm going to try and draw. So go with me here, guys, okay? So it says, you have 7 marbles. So let's go ahead and draw my 7 marbles. And I'm just going to make little dots, okay, guys? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So it says, you have 7 marbles. Well, I've drawn our 7 marbles right there, okay? It says, your friend has 7 marbles. So we need to draw 7 marbles for our friend, and let's draw them in a different color. So help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So now we have drawn our 7 marbles and our friend's 7 marbles. So you have 7 marbles. Your friend has 7 marbles. How many marbles are there in all? Okay. Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So how many marbles do we have in all? We have 14. All right, so what number was the same? How many marbles did we have in each jar? Well, I had 7 over here, and I had 7 over here. So was I using doubles to add? Yeah. So my equation would be 7 plus 7 equals 14. And guys, this little tool is kind of hard to write with, so my handwriting's kind of funky. Just go with me here, okay? So here's our double. 7 plus 7 equals 14. All right, now, before we go on to the next page, I have to erase all this, or it will go on the next page with us, just like it does when I'm up at the smartboard, okay? So let me go ahead and erase this so that we can keep going, okay? Now remember, adding a double means you're going to add the same number twice. You're going to add the same number both times. All right, so let's keep going. Let's go to the next page. Oh, too far. Sorry, guys. There's a little bit of a lag. Here we go. All right, so let's look up here. It says the add-ins, which remember we've talked about are those 2 numbers. These are the add-ins, and this is the sum, okay? So the add-ins are the same. So these are doubles. So as you can see here, it's showing us the equation. 6 plus 6 equals 12. So as you can see, I have 2 sets, or I have a double of 6. Then we look over here. 7 plus 7 equals 14, just like the problem we just did. So as you can see, we have 2 sticks of 7. So we have double 7. All right, so let's look at number 1, and let's see what double we have. So let me make this a teeny bit bigger, if it will let me. Yeah, just so that we can count these a little easier. So let's count these. Let me make that a color where we can see. Okay, so help me count these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I have 8 cubes on the top. Well, if I have 8 cubes on the top, and I'm talking about doubles, do I need to count the cubes on the bottom? No, I don't, because I could see in the picture they are equal or they are the same. And if I'm adding doubles, I know that both numbers have to be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write the number 8 here because that's the number we counted on top. And then look, I just said, do I need to count the second set of cubes? No, I don't, because I know if I'm adding doubles, both numbers have to be the same. So I'm going to put an 8 right here. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to add 8 plus 8 and see what my answer is. All right, so instead of counting the cubes, here's what I want us to do. I want us to put 8 in our head, and we're going to count up because we need some practice with that. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, I've got my 8 fingers. What number did I get to? I said 16. So 8 plus 8 is 16. All right, so how are we feeling? We're good? Miss Howell? Miss Howell. All right, we're going to do 1 or 2 more before I let you go and work on your own, okay? So let's look at this next one. Let's look at the yellow cubes. I want you to help me count and see how many cubes there are, okay? So 1, 2, we can't see that color, can we? Let's make it a color we can see. All right, let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we've already done this one, haven't we? Because remember, let's go ahead and write the number 7 here. Right now, remember what I just said with the last problem. I could see that these 2 sets of linking cubes are equal. They are the same. So I don't need to count the second one, do I? Because if they're equal, I know they are the same number. So since we're adding doubles, I know that the second number needs to be a 7. Well, we've already done 7 plus 7, but just to help us review, let's put 7 in our head and count up. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got my 7 fingers, but I said the number 14. So I know 7 plus 7 is 14. All right, let's do one more. Now I'm going to have to erase real quick so that I could scroll the page down. Just like I do in the smartboard, guys. I've got to do some erasing so that we can scroll down a little. Give me just a second to erase. There we go. All right. Let's scroll down. Let's do number 3, and then I'm going to let you go do some on your own, okay? Because we're just adding 2 numbers together. I think we can handle that. So, what's the first thing we're going to do? Well, the first thing I have to do is I have to figure out what my double is. What are the 2 numbers I'm going to add together? So, I'm going to count this first set of linking cubes. So, help me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to put the number 9 in this box. Okay? So remember, when you're adding doubles, you're adding the same number twice. So I don't need to count that second set of linking cubes because I know I'm adding doubles. I know that these two stacks are the same, so the numbers are going to be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and write my second 9 in that box. Well, now I just have to work the problem out. So I could count the linking cubes, and if that's what you need to do, you count the linking cubes. But I want us to practice putting a number in our head and counting up, okay? So let's put 9 in our head and count up. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, I've got my 9 fingers and I said the number 18. So 9 plus 9 is 18. All right, guys, so today our lesson was all about adding doubles. Remember, when you're adding doubles, you're adding the same number twice. Like 9 plus 9 is like our last example, or 8 plus 8, or 7 plus 7, okay? Try putting the one number in your head and counting up. If you need to use the cubes, you use the cubes. All right, so now go into Google Classroom and see what your assignment is. Bye.